This is nice. This is the prologue? Why is this the prologue? Good evening. You look bum, boss. Starting tomorrow, there'll be no more corgis in our bar. Why wouldn't I be sad? Maybe because starting tomorrow, there'll be no more corgis at the bar. I wonder if the Shiva Appreciation Society might be interested in booking us. One problem at a time, boss. Wait, I know someone from the Pomeranian Development Institute. One problem at a time. Still, you've been tense ever since Friday. Are you worried about Gil or something? Trust me, all my worries, Gil is the least of them. Put on some music and enjoy the day, won't you? Right. So, where do I go from here? There we go. Clear all these off. I gotta admit, I'm liking the music so far. There we go. Time to mix drinks and change lives. Bartender, we meet again. Oh, Miss Betty. Hello. And Mr. Corgi Lover. Call me Deal. Oh. Deal. Deal? Deal. Why with that satisfied look off your faces, you two? What can I serve you today? I'll have a beer. I'm not the designated driver today, so give me a Fringe Weaver. Alright, coming right up. Beer and Fringe Weaver. I mean, I guess I'll give the girl, because she ordered first. 1, 2, 2 Flannergy, 4 Carmentrine. Mixed up. There you go. Next is the Fringe Weaver. 2 at a time this time, wow. 9 Carmen, well, he's gonna get destroyed. All aged and mixed. Here. Thanks. Thank you. You seem distracted. Has serving so many dogs finally gone to you? No, well, yeah, but it's not that. My boss has been acting weird since Friday. Weird how? Romantic weird? Drug addict weird? Let's hope nobody finds the body in the fridge weird. For starters, there's the fact she only told me we were being booked moments before we opened. Plus, she seemed completely distracted or lost in her thoughts. Like you. Worse. Oh. She's not being herself, and that makes me wonder if something's going on. Like what? Do you run a human trafficking ring in the basement? No, we don't have any license for that. Oh well, thinking about it too much is not part of my job. Can I ask you something about your job? Sure. I've always been curious. What does BTC need in their bartenders? What do you need to study? They train you from scratch, so you don't have to study anything beforehand. What does the training involve? It's a lot of etiquette and regulation work. Most of our time, though, is actually spent in simulations. Different scenarios involving different chemical hazards, that sort of thing. They want you to be able to respond to every possible situation that might come involving our ingredients. I mean, the chances of failure are really slim, but it's better to not take those chances. I see. I'll be back with you guys in a bit. Must attend to the other clients' dogs that... Oh, sure. They're chasing me, man. Who? The cabbages, man. The goddamn cabbages. They're everywhere. They're out of my rump. Never mind. Can I get you anything to calm down? A big blue fairy would be nice. Okay, then. And the dog wants a big blue fairy. Wow. This is just a really good game to relax in, just hang out, have a good time, chill out, you know, have a drink yourself actually. Optional Carmentrine, how about all of the Carmentrine? All aged and mixed. No, that's not alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, and then the rest all like this. Aged. And no, that's not right either. What did I do wrong last time? 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Aged. am I doing wrong? Oh wait, it's aged. It's big. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 2. It's a good thing I don't need to pay for these ingredients. Otherwise, I'd be screwed. Mix. Oh, that's not aged. Fuck. 2. Rest on here. I forgot one of these. Hopefully that still works. There you go. Yay. Here. Thanks, very nice of you. Third bark day. Something the matter? Nothing. A drink can't solve. Not sure about that, but it's hardly my job to preach sobriety. What do you want? Give me a gut punch. Okay. This flea bag wants a gut punch. 2, 3, 4, 5, 11. Optional Carmatrine, so all of it again. Unless it tells me what that even means. I'm just gonna keep doing it. Here you are. Thanks. Hey, you ever felt guilty for being born the wrong race? Now, what now? I've just been hearing so much about how we're racist. I'm wondering, are you racist? Not really. Do you feel like other Koreans might be? Definitely. I mean, then why worry? It's not like they're calling you racist. You shouldn't take generalizations personally. You might be right. Man, you should have seen the cutie I saw yesterday on the way home. She looked like a cat boomer. She was wearing a mini dress and had this prosthetic eye. Okay. I thought you were against people using prosthetics. I'm not against cute though. Besides, I'm not against prosthetics. I'm only against enhancements. I don't see a difference between the two. Alright, let me put it this way. If you lost an arm and replaced it with a mechanical arm, that does exactly what the older one did. I'm okay with it. But if you lost your arm and replaced it with a gun-loaded super arm from hell, that's not something I'm not okay with. Or, that's something I'm not okay with, yep. Even worse if you decide to replace your arm because of fashion, or a whim, or to get better at some sport. That's completely not cool. And that's the difference between a prosthetic and enhancement. Replacement versus enhancement. I'm of a similar option, I'm of a similar opinion of Willem replacing their factory parts for kicks. If you think that's going to be an easy way of getting better at something, you're in for a bad surprise. Well, I can see what you think, I can see why you think that, but what suggested to you that what she had was an enhancement? If she had bad eyesight, wouldn't that count as an enhancement, even if it fixes it? How does reparative work factor into your ideologies? They might be enhancements, but they also replace something faulty. Well, wow, he has a point. Jeez. Damn it, stop making fancy pizza as crap. You're weakening my resolve. Having fun? Oh, bartender, that was fast. There seems to be less dogs out today, at least dogs that want to drink. Yeah, some of them eat their tickets. Lovely, I'll be the one dealing with that later. Say, what's your take on the whole enhancement discussion, bartender? My mom had a saying, anyone can have a chandelier out of their ass. What? Anyone can make a chandelier out of their asses, which somehow means your body, your choices. If they're not hurting anyone, I don't see the point in hating them. See, Betty? Hey, I didn't see it. Say it. I automatically hate anyone who has an enhancement. Me being against something isn't the same as me being against someone. I'm not some 12-year-old blindly hating someone because of something like that. Maybe you should practice what you preach. What does that mean? I fear retaliation, so I'm not saying another word. Are you two gonna order anything? I'm fine right now. She's drinking mine, actually. Alright, call if you need anything else. Sure. Let's see. Ow. So much for avoiding retaliation. Poop eater. You're not gonna believe me. I was in the bathroom and this other dog was looking at me from the top of the sink. You mean the mirror? No, another dog. I see you. What can I serve you? You're not gonna do anything about that other dog on the top of the sink? I'm sure he doesn't want to hurt anybody. Don't worry. I hope you're right. Well, I want something really sweet. Pup wants something sweet. Softs. What other drinks are there? Piano Woman. Sweet Promo Happy. What is promo? Brandtini. Moonblast. Optional. Okay. Powder Delta. That's nice. All mixed. There you go. Here you go. Thanks. Please think about the thing with other dog on top of the sink. I will. Don't worry. Well then. That was quick. Like I said, there aren't too many dogs today. When I heard someone booked us for 3 days, I expected more of an attendance. While you were gone, this fella here said that Bleeding Jane is better than Pile Driver. Please, prove him wrong. All I'm saying is that I don't see the point in drinks that feel more like a kick in the mouth than a beverage. What do you think, bartender? Do you think there's any point in discussing non-alcoholic drinks in the bar? In my opinion, people who order Bad Touch always make me giggle like an idiot, though. That's not an opinion, that's a statement. Oh well, please serve us either Pile Driver or Bleeding Janes. We'll let you decide which one is better. Oh boy, coming right up. Pile Driver and or Bleeding Jane. 2 of any of those. What if I just do both? Pile Driver. And what does Bleeding Jane have? Yeah, I'll just do both. Wait, Bitter Madly Burning. Spicy Classic Sobering. Pile Driver and then Bronson. Yeah, I'll just do both. Let's see what happens. No fighting this way, right? Wow, you're quite the softie. Just kidding, wise choice. No complaints here. How did you two end up discussing that? Well, it started when I told this guy I wasn't as crazy about that idea of working just for corgis. Why don't you like corgis? They're cute, fluffy, and funny, and they, just like, make you smile. Tell me one interesting thing about them. Legends say they were created by a fairy and that their breed was raised to fight dragons. Oh, you'd have to be kidding. Actually, I heard that one too. Really? Still, I can't see why you're so tired of them. No, maybe because I only ever deal with them at their worst. You've only seen them in their happy state. I am the one running faces samples and unclogging their sphincters if they eat their own owner's dental floss. I may be their veterinarian, but they treat me more like a mom, and not in a good way. It's like being a gynecologist. After a while, you stop seeing boobs and vaginas, and instead all you see are issues you must fix. At least they're cute issues. Depends. A gynecologist can't pick clients by age or preference. I was talking about your job. Oh, yeah, that's you. Still, I don't think it's so much that I'm tired of them, as it is I'm tired of you being so obsessed with them. I'm not obsessed, I'm passionate. You sleep with Corgi Fleshy and have a wall dedicated to photos you've taken at the company. I'm really passionate. Too much passion can become an issue, you know. Speaking of issue, did you talk with the director about the whole cardigan conflict? I was gonna do that tomorrow when they're all together. I still don't see why I should be the one doing it. For starters, they don't make me too seriously. Understandable. I don't take you seriously either. I mean, in the end, they're still dogs. Need someone with a strong, commanding voice. Are you saying I have a naggy voice? No, not your voice, just your entire demeanor. So I have a naggy demeanor? I'm assuming you two are talking about the whole race conflict. Yeah, this is hurting them more than they think. The company might actually collapse at this rate. Which is terrible because a couple of the dogs' families are dependent on their paychecks. Doesn't that count as unethical and unusual treatment of animals? It's a bit of a legal gray area. The dogs are doing it willingly after all. And even if they weren't doing it willingly, the dogs aren't actually being mistreated or exploited. In fact, the company's pretty relaxed. Speaking of relaxed, how's Jurgen doing? He's fine, still complaining about his back, still unwilling to take his medicine. He says he's not that weak. Who's this Jurgen guy? My guardian. I passed the test years ago, but I couldn't leave him. And that's actually commonplace, isn't it? Well, them because unable to leave their guardians because they feel too much like family. Now, to be fair, people get attached to many things. Some even get obsessed with inanimate objects. My grandpa loved his car more than any of his sons. The one whose will left all his earthly passions. The one whose will left all his earthly possessions to his car, right? Yeah, that one. How do you become a Lilim's guardian? You fill a form at the Artificial Intelligence Council. Then they do a background check. If they deem you useful, they'll give you authorization. You're given a week's notice before they give you all the data about the Lilim you'll be taken care of. You'll have to watch over it until you can pass a different personality test. If the Lilim wants to stay with you after that, that's your problem. So it's like adoption and the lottery all rolled into one. They do that to diversify the possible outcomes. Two Lilim can be the same model, but they'll grow differently depending on their guardians. What if something happens to the guardian? A new guardian can appeal to the council stating they're more fit for the position than the original. This happens when the guardian has become unavailable in some way. Or because you can back up claims or neglect or maltreatment. You spit out all that information like it's hard-coded in you. I worked in the department for some time before coming to STC. It's almost a reflex. Are you interested in becoming a guardian bartender? I don't know, I'm just a nerd when it comes to AIs in general. The money they give you for it is not that great though. I see. Well, time to check on the dogs. Money shredder. Listen here, punk. Sorry, I didn't mean to call you a punk. It's just... I was chasing my tail, and now I'm too hyper to control myself. Sorry. Just give me anything. Alright. Dog wants anything. I wonder if it's safe to give him something sweet. That's exactly what I was thinking. Optional courage. We're gonna get this dog messed up. Maybe he'll pass out from how drunk he is. This is good, very good, very good, Huh. No, see, I can see the value of other dog races. Like Pomeranians, those are nice. But they aren't corgis. Well, yeah, I can understand that. I mean, remember that cute girl from yesterday I mentioned earlier? Yeah. The white knight that was with her, she wasn't half bad either. I mean, it was obvious that the tapestry of muscles was in under her armor. I prefer more delicate looking girls though. You can appreciate how something looks, but that doesn't mean it's necessarily your thing. And you, bartender? Me? What? Which dog race do you prefer? That's not the question I was expecting. Not much of a dog person, actually. Do you have any pets? A cat named Four. Alright, Four? He's just a stray I rescued. Do you like rescuing girls too? I'm sure I should be making a witty retort right now, but I'm just gonna go ahead and say no. Weird. I always thought that the rescue fantasy was universal. Why call it Four? If it was a Lilim I met some time ago that... Never mind. Huh. Pretty lame name if you ask me. Better than calling it Asshat. but when you call it but when you and foreplay, it's quite the sight, eh? He's so lively sometimes, I fear foreshadows my presence entirely. You guys want to lose consciousness that much? You really need to calm down with the whole pun hating stuff, Betty. To move away from this whole foreground. God. What is this rescue fantasy you mentioned before? You know the one where wayward, dangerous souls redeem themselves through their power of love? Bad boy who turns away a life of crime. The drug addict girl who lived on the streets and turned tricks until she found a good man worth changing for. It's corny romance cliches 101. Well, you're the one within the shell, with a shelf full of old lady romance novels. I'll trust you on this. Hey, Fabio the 13th is a national treasure. You don't even like the guy. You don't even like guys. Why do you really read all the novels? That let you put yourself in the place of a main character quite easily. If said main character's muscular man, I see no problem. Just what is your self-image? If I ask you something else, what is it? Why do you hate puns so much? Many people cringe at puns, you know? Yeah, but you react like you have a vendetta against them. They made me feel stupid. What? When I was a kid, everyone in my house had a penchant for making puns at the drop of a hat. I was the only one who couldn't get them. Years later, I finally got them, and they weren't that funny. They made me feel stupid. All in the name of some terrible joke that wasn't even funny in the first place. I've said this so many times, I might as well just make a recording, but you need to chill out, Betty. I am chilling out. Just because I complain about stuff doesn't mean I'm not relaxed. I'm not sure that's how it works. Trust me, when I'm tense and angry, you'll know it. I fear the thoughts. Anyway, I'll go check on the dogs. I'm supposed to be the doctor, and they're being sufficiently quiet. Be careful. You want anything else? I'll have a bloom light, actually. Actually, make that 2, please. Sure. 2 bloom lights. What is that? No optional. Okay. Or, I mean, I could just make one big one, can't I? Aged and on the rocks. Wow. There you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. There you go, man. 2 bloom lights. Thanks. So you two seem to get along quite well. Well, we are in the same sentient humanoid in the entire company. It kinda happens. Sentient? We have a couple of test mannequins and cardboard cutouts, so I see. Seems there's more to it than just that, though. I mean, even if you two are the only ones of your kind, you can still hate each other. Well, I guess I'm the only one of the few that can stand Betty. She's a really nice person, but she doesn't sugarcoat things. Yeah, I can see that. You should see her treating those dogs. She becomes so patient and understanding, even if it's only for a little while. The dogs don't call her mom to mock her. Can dogs mock people? I don't know. Even if it's only for a little while. You're eavesdropping? So you can say nice things once in a while. You say it like I'm the aggressive one here. It's nice hearing people say good things about you once in a while, you know? You should take your own advice. Maybe some other time. I'm not a hug box. Anything happen? A dog in the bathroom got angry at his reflection on the mirror and charged into it. Luckily nothing bad happened. It just made a dog very confused. How the hell do they get on top of the sinks? They're surprisingly agile even with those stubby little legs. Oh, I ordered you this. Oh, thanks. By the way, Betty, how's Veronica? We broke up last month. What? Well, things were not going so well. We got too used to one another. Everything was starting to become routine. We decided to break up before things got bitter. And why didn't you tell me that before? Why did you want to turn at the did you want your turn at the Bettymobile? I don't know. I guess I just didn't want to trouble you. and after a while it stopped feeling like it was something relevant to say. Please don't do that again. Try stressing me. Yeah, you're right. Eugh. You know what bothers me? The fact that asking you after someone's health always feels like you're walking on a floor full of glass shards. There's always this chance that the other person's not okay or even dead. And what started as a legitimate fun moment can go sour. Yeah, you're right. Sorry for not trusting you. You're a piece of scrap. Don't worry, I understand why you did it. Hey, now that I think about it, you sure hang out with us a lot, bartender. Well, dogs can only be so interesting. And besides, there hasn't been as many dogs today. Is my presence unwanted? Not at all, especially since you're the one bringing the booze. You're like those cab drivers that like to chat all the way, but you smell better than most of them. Thank you. Funny thing is that we are unofficially associated with a local taxi line. They're the ones that send drunkards to their homes. You seem to really like talking to your clients like it's the best part of your job or something. Kinda is. I used to sit around in crowded places like malls or bars to think to myself. Each and every person here has a story. It's a humbling experience. Everyone has dreams, fears, and loved ones. If you dig deep down, you'll realize the gap between the two random people isn't as big as you think it is. In fact, it's quite small. And in this job, you get to hear all the kind of stories. Some people just blurt it all out, some do it while drunk. To know that no matter how similar they might seem at first glance, no two people are alike. It's fascinating. You need to be a powerful information broker with all that knowledge. Nah, not interested. I like to see myself more as a friendly ear rather than someone you need to be wary of. I guess there's still decent folks out there. I'm not decent. You're critically obsessed with dogs. I'll go check if there's any other dogs who want something. Sure. Go ahead. Gruff bucket, quick, a beer. Okay. You want something? Anything. He's also in a hurry. He said beer though, so I'm gonna give him a beer. 2, 3, 4. Here. Thanks. Now, boom. Why did you break the glass? I made breakfast. Break fast. Get it? Because you made the drink fast, I broke it, and go. Tough crowd. I suddenly understand the hate for puns. Hey, Bat Render. Yeah. Your job has a funny name. You don't say. How's she already drunk? She drank way less than she did last night. Yeah, but she drank a bottle before coming here. Why? I wish I knew. It's an example of her alcohol tolerance, though. Denture, I want to make a toast to my good friend and the robot here. Probably the only person, robot, thing that can stand my yapping for more than half an hour. Without him, my job would be 5 times more boring and my life 2 times more meaningless. Cheers. You're not holding a drink. Give me one, Ben Trader. Isn't that your job? I need a beer, a big one. Boy. I wonder if I'm gonna get good enough to, like, just remember how to do all these. Probably not. Oh, she wanted a big one. 2, 3, 4, 7, 8. Is that it? 2 bronze and extract. 4. 2 flan. That. There you go. Did I do that wrong? Do I just have to be fast about it then? 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, there you go. Cheers. I said cheers. 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 Good. Grumpy one sober and a sweetheart one drunk. It seems like she's been like this since her university years. You make it sound like those were a decade ago. I can understand liking the taste of alcohol, but what's so good about getting drunk? First of all, I'm not drunk. You're too happy. I'm a happy person. One drunk. Anyway, it's something you just can't explain. You just like it. Your body needs it, craves it. That's called being an alcoholic. I prefer the term alcohol enthusiast. Anyway, humans actively look for things that make them feel lightheaded. Why else would they leave some poison in potentially poisonous foods, like that weird balloonfish thing? Why would they eat spicy food or drink fermented milk? Seriously, how crazy does someone need to be to say, hey, let's eat this and see what happens? Worse yet, they even found medicine among all that junk. The one that invented penicillin was probably the worst of them all. Fair enough, but see, that's proof you're drunk. If you're sober, you would just say, hell if I know. Silly robot. Now that I think about it, what kind of robot are you? Lilum? Lilum always sounds so too feminine. Okay, then what manner piece of scrap are you? You don't know? Never cared, but now I'm curious. Oh well, you won't remember it tomorrow. I'm a DT-01D, a social development robot. Is that like the DFC-72S? 72s? No, those are designed to be as physically human as possible in order to blend in with human better. My line is more tailored for resilience. We are Worklilum. Why must you be cursed to only one destiny from the moment you're born? You can do whatever you want, silly robot, follow your dreams. I know, I'm already doing that. Being created or hardwired for one duty only means you're more adept at certain things. Giving robots freedom of choice, that's the whole purpose of the ADN law. Yeah, but you say you're resilient, but you don't look the part. True, I never upgraded my muscles, but I can stand up to 200 degrees Celsius without breaking a sweat. Lilum can sweat. Cooling agents, yes. No matter, you're still special to me no matter what kind of robot you are, Lilum. No matter what piece of shit you are. Speaking of special, how come it isn't legal to marry a dog yet? Excuse me? What? If humans are allowed to marry robots, I meant Lilum. They should be able to marry dogs too. Abtrender. That's me, I think. This guy here wants to bang a dog. Mock him. Excuse me? I do not. I was just saying that if humans are now allowed to marry Lilum, why shouldn't they be able to marry animals? Because first of all, they're not humanoid. What about monkeys then? And now you want to bang a monkey? I do not. And second of all, dogs just like many other dogs. I can't give you consent. But look at these dogs. Sure, they have cognitive abilities of 7-year-olds, but they can talk, drink booze, and argue. So now you want to bang a 7-year-old? We have a regular here who would be delighted to hear that. Stop it. Is that the other girl that came in on the first day? Remember, Lilum human marriages were only sanctioned after the Lilum achieved full sentience. Even then, they used marriage as a way to evolve the collective source. Besides, dogs don't really love us that way. Trying to apply human ideas like marriage to a dog is like trying to feed vegetables to a carnivore, you get me? Says the ex-vegetarian, why are you only so smart when drunk? I'm not drunk. But anyways, if you want to screw a dog or a chimp, go ahead. Just don't bring marriages or infants in the whole deal. If you even start thinking about doing the horizontal mambo with a 7-year-old, please seek some mental help. I don't want to bang dogs or monkeys or 7-year-olds. Oh, thank God. Why did you suddenly start talking about dog-human marriage? I was thinking about all these dogs in tuxedos and I started picturing a dog in a bridal dress. I mean, just try and picture that. And I'm the drunk one. Wait, I'm not drunk. Why would I say that? Then again, when you get drunk, you only get dizzy. You have a limit, as in a limit to how much you can drink before passing out? No, I just get disoriented to the point I'm effectively useless, but I never pass out. Maybe if I passed out, I won't have to deal with all the shit that follows. I always have to wait at least 24 hours before the effect passes. One has to wonder why they gave all those human flaws to Lilum. I read something about that. It said that by giving Lilum the same kind of weakness humans have, they have developed the same way humans do. So that's why they also bite their lips randomly when eating. Seems like it. But it makes me wonder, exactly how anatomically correct are you? That's something I know and you don't. Any of you want anything else to drink? Yeah, I want nothing. You're drunk enough as is. You're not my dad. You can't tell me what I can or can't do. Beatrice Albert, stop drinking right now. Yes, Mom. Now go sleep in the car. We're almost done here. But Ma, go. Bye, bad nerder. Bye, Miss Betty. It actually worked. If I didn't know she wouldn't remember anything tomorrow, I'd be afraid of retaliation. Although I'm curious, why do you call her Miss Betty? Makes her sound like a teacher or something. Etiquette? I don't know. There's also something about her that makes it feel right to call her that. Maybe it's the forehead. I see. Well, I gotta get things ready, if you'll excuse me. Good luck. Wyvern lever. Hey, we're closing. Damn it. Everyone's safe in the cab. We're taking our leave, bartender. Thank you for providing such great service on such a short notice. That's my job. You were interesting too? Well, thank you. I'll make sure to tell all our associates about the wonders of this place. Thank you, and please come again. We sure will. Send my regards to Miss Betty. Gladly. See you later then. Bye. All done. Yep. Seems like we got some new regulars. Yeah, it'd be nice if they came back. Now that we're still here when they want to come back. You've been acting weird all weekend, boss. Are you okay? I am, but the bar's not. What do you mean? I guess you have the right to know. The BTC sent me a message on Friday. Va-11 has been bringing in much income in the last few months. Which means we're at risk of being wiped off the map. Is that it? Why'd it close like that? Why did you stop? So Valhalla is being closed down, possibly? I guess now we'll do Anna? Demo. Is interesting. Alright. Yeah, let's do Anna.